Excellent. I'm conscious of time, and we would love to go through more Coke-related stories. Maybe we'll have to get you back on just just get you to talk about the different cans and how you go about designing them. But what are you doing now then? So what is the projects that you're working on at the moment? Known unknown.
So after my 5 years, and I really thoroughly enjoyed my 5 years at Coke, but I think in my DNA, after Attic for 25 years, I'm an entrepreneur. I like that level of risk. When HR presented me, here's where you're going to be in 3 years, I was like, okay, I'm scared. I don't like that level of, knowing, if I'm honest. So, and I felt that it was possibly time to go. Things were changing. What I realized wasn't changing was that agency model. That agency model felt the same. And for me, the clients were looking for new ways of working, ways that we were working and other corporations. And whether you're a kind of startup or a unicorn or an established legacy brand like Coke, life wasn't so easy out there. And so they have to look for new ways. And so I felt, is there a new creative model that's less of an agency, less of a brick and mortar, doesn't have a cool studio in London or Brooklyn or wherever in the world, and is more of a kind of community, more of a platform, and ultimately I called it known unknown to give the unknown designers an opportunity to work on known brands. Is to really, going back to the noise books or the way we worked at Coca-Cola, it was really just an extension of that, but now with technology helping us even further than where we were in the 80s, 90s, and even 5 or 10 years ago. So in 2019, I launched Known Unknown, and I'd pitch it to the odd client, and they'd said, like, this is great, James, where's your studio? Come and see you guys. And I'm like, we don't have a studio, we're remote, 100% distributed. They're like, what does that mean? And so I spent 2019 explaining what remote work could look like. That conversation went away in 2020. I was never asked that question ever again. So here we all are now in that world. And so for me, really, it's about finding the best talent in the world. I officially launched that, as you can see there, the website to invite. Because in the first year, it was James and his friends. And then, I invited and launched this website. And I was excited in June this year when we launched it. We had 20 members sign up by the end of the first week. But now we're almost 5,000 members from over 100 countries. Our oldest is 87, our youngest is 18. From all creative disciplines, all diverse backgrounds, really giving them an opportunity to work on known brands. Coming together for sprints, coming together for day. We launched our own crypto token. I reward them, that's called the Known Unknown Design Operating System, but the coin is called Kudos. And if we see conversations and people helping other designers, we'll airdrop them some kudos to say thank you. And they can hold the coin or they can go buy themselves a pizza. But the point is really we're looking for new ways of working. We're tapping into the community for brand identity, for NFT designs. So really, rather than turning around to a studio, like in my grandmother's attic, we're turning around to a community and identifying who's the most suitable, who's available, who's excited for this brief. And in the meantime, they're helping each other. They're exchanging they're mentoring. So a little bit of that Princess Trust, but they're starting to come together and grow their own professional careers collectively.
Just for our podcast listeners, what's the website address?
The website address is knownunknown.co. That's where you sign up. That'll push you through to our community. And if anyone's interested in Kudos, our crypto coin, you would go to rally.io and just put in there Kudos.
Perfect. Ryan, would you like to wrap up, or do you have any last questions?
Yeah, no, James, this was awesome. I mean, career is just super interesting to hear about. It's funny, career is just super interesting to hear about. It's funny come to current day. Interesting to hear about. It's funny We'll have to save that for that story. Known Unknown seems like it's such an awesome opportunity. It really speaks to the roots and how you were kind of brought up in the design community and paying it forward. So it's a really inspirational platform. So we'll definitely link it in the show notes and check it out. But yeah, thanks James again for attending. This was an awesome interview. This was an awesome interview.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Guys, I'd like to also say thanks. This has been great. Just an opportunity to share a few stories, connect with you guys and your audience. So much appreciated.
Yeah, no, I really. Yeah. No, I mean, I just again thinking, James, I almost felt. Were you inspired by punk rock by it all? Because it does. There is an element of punk rock-esque. Just do it yourself. Don't wait for anything throughout your whole career. Plus, Prince's Trust. Maybe I'm reading too much, but I do feel that there is a do-it-yourself model that seems to have followed you throughout your own career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that one, I had a whole chapter on the influence of punk on me beyond the music, but the creative expression, the innovation. And so, yeah, that in itself as a young man was hugely inspiring for me.